Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the vaccination shot. Okay, this this shot, a lot of people don't want to take the shot, and then there are some that feel that they should take the shot because it'll save their life. Only God can save your life. I don't care how many shots you get. I don't care how many shots you don't get. God is the Savior. Jesus Christ is the Savior, not vaccination. Now, a lot of people, they sit up and they talk about when we was little, how we used to have to take vaccine shots and stuff like that in order to go to school. And I understand that. But life is not like that now. It's on a whole different level. Back then, we took shots for the measles and chicken pox and, stuff like that. But nowadays, it's not about that. you know. And what we need to do is study ourselves. All we do is follow what somebody say. Just like, for example, here's something. A lot of people don't believe in the Bible because they say it's written by man. But what they would do is they would Google something in the Bible and believe what Google say about the Bible, but don't believe what the Bible say about the Bible, and man wrote them both. You see the confusion? And then people say that they have faith in God and they trust God to the fullest and stuff like that. If you ask me, people have put a limitation on their faith in God. It's not a full trust thing. You trust God to a limit, and then you fall off and start trusting man. And he warned us about man. That's why he destroyed the first world by the water. He said man was so wicked in the earth. But at the same time, that's when Satan had got evicted from heaven, and he came down with his crew. Now, I ain't no preacher, and I ain't trying to preach to you. I'm just telling you stuff that I read and stuff that I know. And I changes the subject in my conversations a lot because so many things floats around my mind at one time, and I'm obtuse. I'm not capable of keeping it in order. So I'm going to go back and forth and keep bouncing it around. But at the same time, I'm going to make sure you get the point of what I'm saying. So y'all just bear with me. Now, let's talk about prejudice. Prejudice came from the beginning of time where, I forget her name, but y'all that's Bible thumpers, you know who I'm talking about. She had the first twins in the Bible. One name was Esau, and the other name was Jacob. They was twins, and they was fighting inside of this lady, which is their mother. They was fighting inside of her, and God gave one more strength than the other. And Esau was a red man, not literally red. They use the word red for light-skinned, Caucasian, things of that nature. And Jacob was more like Hebrew, like a dark-skinned man. So the prejudice started from there. And when the prejudice started from there, what they did was they went through a lot of motions of color. And when they went through these motions of color, it was like Caucasian against black. And ain't nobody black and white, because if you look at it, black they call dark-skinned people. Those are shades of brown. They're not black. They're shades of brown, different shades of brown. Caucasians is different shades of pink. They're not white folks. There's different shades of pink. And if you look at a pig that had all his skin, all his hair shaved off, he looked like a Caucasian. Then they have the dark-skinned pig, and you shave all his hair off, he look like a black person. You see how animals fit us? So, I might not make a lot of sense to some people, but some of y'all can comprehend what I'm saying, because we're on the same level. Those that's not on the same level, then you'll figure it out if it's your interest. Now, I want to say something. I'm changing the subject. I want to say something about marriage. A lot of people feel like if they don't get married that they disappointing God. Okay, but what else is you doing to disappoint God? You just singled out a subject that you want to do. And that's like, what's the use? Okay, now, here we go. A lot of people are single these days. You know, they have playmates, people they kick it with, different things, okay? Now, if you're not willing to sacrifice things that you like to do, it's best for you to be by yourself. Because you're going to do these things. Here's an example. A gambler, a man that gambles, and a woman that's against gambling. Do you think that they could be man and wife? No. Because he's not going to give it up. He's going to tell her that, so that's starting lies into the relationship. But somebody seen him at the gambling shack and came and told her. So now, this is where Satan gets involved with the birthday party. It's his party now. They arguing. He eating popcorn. Satan eating popcorn. Now they about to break up and they're going through all of this stuff. And they would do this for years. And they don't even know why. Some people that's together, they tired of looking at each other every day. Every day she turned over or he turned over, there your face is. They get tired of that. So what happened? Arguments occur so they can get the space that they're looking for. So when they get the space that they're looking for, they can't just say, well, I think we need to take a break. No, they don't do that. They argue and they fuss and they fight. Then he gets mad and say, I ain't got to be here no way. Or she'll say, get out of my house. That's how they get their space, when they should be able to sit down and talk and say, you know, I'm tired of looking at you every day. I'm tired of looking at you too every day. So what we gonna do? I don't know. One of us could leave, or one of us could stay. You know, it's stuff like that that keep chaos going on in our lives. Single people, they just have fun. They just mess around. Some of them get serious, the relationship gets serious, stuff like that, and they end up being together. Then sometimes it can go on for years. And all they do is just kick it with each other when they can. I'm going to take a little break because I don't think that was too interesting.